Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Ebby with Ebby Reviews, and this is going to be my review for the Belle Collective Season 1, Episode 7. Child, people need interventions. Please understand that, yes, my hair is in a scarf. I have no makeup on, and it's a lazy Saturday. Don't judge me. But we're going to get into this episode. Let's get it. Let's go. Bow, 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 bow. Let's go. So we get to Marie and the psychiatrist man. So the episode started out Antoinette, Latrice, and a third unknown friend is meeting Kaylon for a girl's day. They pull up to this farm and they like, what the hell is, why are we at a farm? These women are in stilettos and cute outfits and stuff. Kaylon is standing there with wine bottles and hats. Luckily, she had boots for them because she knew who she was dealing with. First of all, if you knew enough to give them boots because they was on a farm, you knew they would be wearing stilettos. Why would you even invite them to this situation? You know what? It doesn't even... Okay. Fine. And so they go and play with the goats, which they was like, I'm not really here for this. This is some bullshit, but okay, fine. And then Latrice tells them about the anniversary and how she went left with the anniversary, and then how she made it up for her husband. And then they cheersed it up to, because she said she gave her husband a little red light special, and so they cheersed it up to happy wife, happy life, hopefully a baby. I would just like to say I am glad that all of her non-man having friends didn't give her no shit about knowing she was wrong in this situation and fixing it with her husband. Because, you know, sometimes you listen to your single friends and then your ass will end up single too. So thank you for not showing them, giving her shitty advice about what she should have done to repair her relationship. Amen. Let's go. So Marie has a psychiatrist over to her house so they can have another meeting. And this time they're having a meeting with Jarrell and his children's mother. Now, one of the mothers could not come. I'm assuming that's the one we have never seen. But the other two are there. And, you know, Marie is saying, listen, with my lupus, you know, it makes it hard for me because I would prefer to have the grandbabies here all the time. But if I'm here with them, then that means that I can't take my medication because I have to be alert. And, you know, we got to figure out what we're doing. And they just want Jarrell to be a good daddy to their children. And she wants the girls to go to Jarrell's first if they need things for the kids. And even if he has to come to her to get whatever it is that they need, the baby mamas shouldn't know that she's footing the bill for everything. They just need to know that if they need something for their children, they can go to their children's father. And it doesn't matter how he get whatever it is they need, as long as he provides what it is that's needed. So, you know, everybody is on board with that. One of the baby mothers, KK, says to the other one, Tori, she was like, you know, I would like it if they don't have to be best friends, but she would like them to have some type of relationship to where, you know, she can call her and be like, hey, let's get the boys together for a play date. Let's take them to Chuck E. Cheese, something. And that be cool. And, you know, she wants a co-parenting situation in all forms so that the children know their siblings. And, of course, that is absolutely some grown woman shit. That's big girl panties. Come on, little girls. So, Antoinette is on this cute little date with this little boy. I don't know how do I say this, because I don't want to be rude or disrespectful to the young man, but he's giving me real sis vibes. Like, that's my sis. That's my good Judy. That's what he is giving me. Now, I could absolutely be wrong because I only seen this man for like 45 seconds in this clip about this date. But my radar says he like what you like. Oh, that's rude. Okay. All right. But the date is real cute. and he's supposed to be coming back for her sympathy. So we'll see what happens.
Thank you so
Because
much.
we need to chat about what just happened with Marie and Miss Essie. And I know everybody love to say they scissor sisters. I don't know that to be the case. It looks likely, but that's not even why we're here to have a conversation. Conversation is about Marie and her husband. And the fact that this nigga just magically disappears all the time. Like it's normal. Like listen, everybody's marriage is different. And what you can and cannot take in your marriage is that line is only up for debate with you, yourself. But I just know me. You can't come up missing overnight and then pop up the next day like it's all right and think that I'm gonna be all right with it. No, sir. Y'all know my line in the sand is fidelity. And so that type of behavior, I just don't have any grace for. I just don't have any grace for that. I don't have any grace. You can't stand in front of God and my friends and family and say, you're going to be with me and only me. And then you come up missing and I call you and you don't answer. And you just off fool our line with the next bitch like it's all right. And think that you can come back to my house. No, sir. When you do pop up, you're going to go to put your key in the door and it's going to be a different lock. There's going to be some containers outside with a note with your name on it. Here are your things. Go back to where it is that you were because you no longer live here. And the fact that this has been going on for years is throwing me, child. I would have been in jail.
I will be back.
Okay, so Letitia and Tamra go to the city council to talk to him because she said she's running into roadblocks. Nobody's returning her calls and things where she's trying to get information. She's trying to get in the building, trying to get the specs so she can get a business plan together for renovations and all that good stuff. She also wants to apologize to him for how the brunch went. And he was like, I just want to let you know, I was very close to just being done with it after that brunch. And it's gotten out about what happened at the brunch. So, people are looking at it in a negative light. That's why you're running into roadblocks. So here come Tamra. Well, I've been hosting the brunch. Here come Tamra talking about, I've been hosting the brunch for 5 years and that has never happened. Well, that's cute because the whole time it's been on this TV, it's been nothing but issues at brunches. So I'm sorry. And you weren't that but one of them. So that's all we got to go off of. But the councilman says that he's a man of his word and he promised Tamra, so he's going to continue to walk her through this process. He'll try and spread out a good word for her that she's really about her business and it's not a bunch of mess, so people will actually take her seriously about doing something for Farrah Street. But chill. Okay. So Tamra has a second date with her ex-boyfriend Damon. I just get back together and get over and get on with it. And she talk about, well, I talked to the doctor and she told him what's going on, and he was like, I understand that and that your career played a large portion of you not having kids, us not having kids and whatever. And so she's still hemming and hawing like she got all this time to make all of these fucking decisions. Girl, you ain't got no time. Even if you decided to get pregnant today at the age of 40, it is considered a geriatric pregnancy and high risk. So and you have these fibroidal issues on top of your age. So why are you still acting like you got another 10 years to make a decision? I do not understand. Should I get off the pot? What you gonna do? I'm over it. Moving on. So, Tamra is stuck on this rebuilding, helping Letitia rebuild her reputation about these fucking brunches. And so she invites the publicist, Latrice, Antoinette, to a little girls' wine and sistervention, she's calling it. So they can have a conversation. Because she wants the Fair Street she believes in the Fair Street Project. She believes in Letitia. She believes in these brunches, these women empowerment brunches. So They're all having a conversation, and the common denominator in all of the issues is Marie. Marie and her bad attitude, how she talking to people, how she tearing down people, how she getting ready to fight people, all of those things. And the issue is that Letitia is upholding Marie and all of her bullshit, not holding her. Now, Letitia done arrived, and I guess they finna have a come to Jesus meeting about her and her friend. And this is just, my mother has always told me this. Everybody can't go with you to the next level. Sometimes you're going to have to cut off the dead weight. And I know she's your friend, and you love her, and she's really going through some things in her life right now. But it's sink or swim. She's dragging you down. And this project that you say that you want, that's your heart, that you have a passion for, is being impeded by this friend who don't seem like she don't give no damns about her behavior and how it affects anyone else. So we'll see what happens, Cheryl. Oh, pause. How did we even get here? Pause. How did we get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. I don't understand why Tamra has brass balls all of a sudden. All, what's the baby name? Antoinette said was, maybe in this particular situation, we should not insert ourselves. These are two grown women. Not everybody is going to get along. So maybe they like oil and water. They don't mix. They just don't get along. So we just leave that situation alone. Instead of trying to force people to be friends and shit, leave them women alone. If they don't see it for each other, they just don't see it for each other. And you let that go. Don't force them to do or be in each other's presence when that's not what either of them wants. Now, Miss Tamra done stood up on Antoinette, and Antoinette said, oh, that's what we doing? Okay, let me put this wine glass down, and I'm going to stand up as well, because what you're not going to do is get buck with me and stand up over top of me and think that you're going to talk to me any kind of way. My voice is just as valid as yours, and just because you want to keep doing these fuck-ass brunches with this girl, even though we've told you, the time you were not there for one brunch and it went left. The second brunch that we seen went left. Common denominator, they went left, and Marie was there. And Marie is the person that calls for going left. So therefore, and Letitia, who is not holding her friend accountable for her bullshit, even though her bullshit is now impacting her business life and her reputation in these streets, but you still uphold your friend. What kind of friend are you? What kind of friend are you? Because there's no way my good friend is acting the ass at my events and still calling themselves my friend. One time, if things goes left, okay, I can see it. But this is twice in a row that you've shown your ass. And the second time, you really knew it was important to me because we had outside visitors in here for me to make this announcement, and you still decided to show your ass. So how Letitia continues to uphold Marie when she did wrong, and it's impacting her. It's not even, fuck the fight between her and Latrice. It's impacting you and your business and your reputation. And how are you still okay with that? How? The photo shoot. They had a photo shoot, child. That's irrelevant. So Tamra and Antoinette is getting buck at each other. And Tamra was like, are you black? Are you black? And Antoinette's like, you see me. I'm not the one who's saying that I've never experienced racism or colorism. So yes, I am black, bitch. Are you black? And so clearly they have misplaced anger in this whole situation. So they comment that the tree steps between them, and Antoinette gets herself together enough to apologize. She's like, listen, I feel like we shouldn't insert ourselves into this situation. I'm going to move how I'm going to move in regards to this. If you feel like you want to insert yourself into the situation so to try and force them to mend it, then that's on you. And we just going to leave it right there. And that's where they left it. And then Latrice and Antoinette have a conversation in the kitchen. Antoinette is super stressed. She's coming up on her sip and see for her dental practice. Of course, with construction and stuff, there's hiccups and delays, and she's stressed out. And she's like, this has to work. I don't have a backup plan. If this doesn't work, I could go bankrupt. I would be embarrassed and mortified. And she was like, the thing that I miss most with being married was when I have these fears. Oh, I have that person to be like, I'm terrified, and or someone to lean on and boost her up. And she's like, and with me doing this all by myself and not having my husband anymore to be my support system, it's all falling down on her, and she's freaking out. And Latrice, being a real friend, talks her, because she's like, I've done this before, I understand where you are. It's going to be hard. It's going to be scary, but you are going to make it through this, and I'll be there with you every step of the way, and you are going to be fine. So she pep talks her once again, proving why I like this Belle Collective, because even though we've just had mess, we then bring it back around to actual real life application of a person being a friend and uplifting your friend when they are down. Now, Letitia and Marie, that relationship is not symbiotic, and I don't know what they're going to do with that, child. But let's go to the next step. End of the episode. Let's get into my final thoughts, shall we? Yes. So, this was a good episode. Once and again, they have blended mess with actual real life things going on in these women's lives. I really appreciated it. I appreciated the conversation between Latrice and Antoinette at the end. I still don't understand why Latrice is not holding her friend accountable for her big bag of bullshit. Like, I don't get it. We missing something. Are they sisters? I don't know. But that's it. That's all I got. Let's talk about this episode down in the comments. Did you enjoy it? Would you dump your friend if they showing their ass and it's infecting your business? Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a kid. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.